Hello there, I'm Jim Piddock. Welcome to the Puppy Training Series on Planet Puppy. When our canine friends look handsome, it's only natural that they feel handsome. It's all about the proper grooming. Joining us now with all his puppy grooming wisdom is Martin Deely, founder of the International Association of Canine Professionals. Hello, Martin.
Hello, Jim. Nice to see you. And who's this gorgeous fellow you got with you?
This is Kruger. Devilishly handsome fellow, don't you think?
Kruger, a Tibetan. But you know, even when you've got a long-haired dog like this, Jim, with the correct kind of grooming techniques, he'll be handsome. It'll be easy for you, really.
Well, thank you. That's very reassuring. Now, tell us, Martin, what's the first thing I should do to train my puppy for grooming?
Well, the first thing you need to do is to get him used to feeling or being touched in many different places.
Would you like to take him for a walk?
I'd love to
and
have
show
him.
us what we're going to be doing here.
Come on, beautiful. There you go. Whip you round. Okay. So, for example, you want to get him used to having his paws touched. You notice how they've trimmed it around here?
Yep.
What we're going to do is nails in the future. We're going to actually perhaps clean out hair in between the pads as well. So make the whole experience fun. Get him used to actually being touched. Maybe as you're doing it, you could put in one hand a little bit of kibble. Okay? And then do it like this. Okay. And he never even really knows he's being trained.
How should I prepare Kruger for his first brushing?
Well, usually I like to introduce the brush just by letting him see it. I mean, it's a new object, just touch him with a brush, okay? So 1 or 2 days before you actually run it through his coat, let him feel comfortable with it. Brush just by, as I say, touching your dog at first a little bit, then just a little bit of a kind of a pull through the coat. If it's really heavy matted, you've got to be very careful, of course, but you shouldn't get to that. So it's that kind of familiarization. But you notice what, in fact, Kruger's had done to him here. He's had his little bangs pulled up into, it's beautiful, into rubber bands.
We thought that would make it easier.
Well, it does, Jim, because the thing is now he can see. And if somebody came to him from the side, he can see the hands coming, whereas this over his eyes, it could surprise him. And you can easily get a little bit of aggression that way. Oh, what's that?
Yeah. And how should I be talking to him? Is there any special way?
Well, yes, keep everything calm.
Yeah.
Keep everything calm, make it a reassuring tone throughout. If he gets a little bit wriggly, just hold and wait. He calms down, you calm down, off you go again.
Soothing. Now, any more light you can shed on grooming that particular part of my puppy?
Yeah, well, let me just turn this little fella up. Come on, sweetheart.
Okay.
This is Mr. Kruger. Okay, you want to actually do, I'm going to turn him round, in fact, for you. There a minute.
Okay.
The rear end here, this area.
Yes.
Okay? Things come out of this area, Jim, and unfortunately he's got long hair.
Yep.
And it can actually kind of just stick to that a little bit and can get matted. And if it gets matted, then as he's walking it's tight, you get some tension there. It's not very comfortable.
Physical tension, not emotional tension.
Well, physical tension, if you're walking and it's not comfortable there, creates a bit of emotional tension as well.
So if he feels like he's being pinched when he's walking.
That's right, the hair is being pulled. So, and another area, and you've been very good. You really are, Kruger.
Yes.
I'm going to
So
turn him
amazing.
up and show him the beginning here. And you notice under his flanks, very, very fine fur. And you get these little, like, cotton wool balls, you know, that just kind of form in between the legs here.
Yeah.
All right? And
So good, isn't he?
he's gorgeous. He really is gorgeous.
So good.
And what you want to do is to inspect this, and under the ears as well. It can become a little matted into them kind of cotton wool balls, and you want to keep them cleared so that there's all kinds of little nasties can happen otherwise.
Right. Now, how would I train my puppy to be comfortable with a blow dryer?
Well, it's like everything else. As soon as it's something which is noisy, something that's different, and this time you're going to have the kind of air blowing on him.
Yep.
Okay? You want to do it again in small stages. We're always looking at this gradual approximation thing. So do it in small stages. Let him hear the noise.
Yes.
Put it on low velocity and just give a little light touch with it and get him familiar with it.
Martin, well, thank you once again for all your expertise. Great stuff.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I guess there's always room for improvement. I couldn't resist that. All right, let's recap with what we've learnt today with Eukanuba's 5 stars on training your puppy for grooming. 1. Get your puppy used to the feeling of touch in all areas that will require grooming. His ears, paws, mouth, rear and flank areas. 2. Feed your puppy kibbles or let him play with a chew toy while you train him for grooming. And always use a calm, reassuring voice. 3. slowly introduce your puppy to a brush. Simply touch him with it for a day or two, then when he seems comfortable with that, slowly brush his coat. The same goes for blow dryers and electric nail clipper devices. Let your puppy learn to feel comfortable with them first. 4. Watch for signs of compacted anal glands, such as rubbing that area on the carpet or general discomfort. See a veterinarian for assistance in dealing with this ailment that's perfectly normal in small-sized dogs. 5. Keep your puppy's coat from matting up with the right amount of grooming. Having a matted coat can irritate a puppy and significantly alter its mood. Well, Kruger, I'd say we just about nailed that. See you next time on Planet Puppy's puppy training series here on Eukanuba TV, dedicated to making a good dog great.